By Danny Mitzman, Genoa. Image copyright Getty Images. Image caption: the edible mauve stinger, Pelagia noctiluca, is found in all the world's warm and temperate oceans. Jellyfish numbers have been increasing rapidly in the Mediterranean, and one species that has long been a hazard for bathers there, the mauve stinger, is increasingly being seen around the British Isles. Now one marine biologist says if we can't beat them, we should eat them. I'm hovering in a makeshift kitchen, watching one of Italy's most eminent marine biologists gleefully playing chef. Professor Silvio Greco is focused on the bubbling contents of a large pot. Dressed up for the part in chef's white traditional hat and red apron, the sustainable conservation expert is perfect for the role. In this water I have put lemon juice and vinegar. After boiling for a few minutes I will plunge it into this ice, he gestures, explaining how the hot water both sterilizes, getting rid of bacteria, and destroys the stinging poison. What for some might be food hell has got my taste buds jumping with curious excitement. We're about to eat jellyfish. For Greco, it's not the first time. I love seafood, he beams. Jellyfish remind me of oysters. When you eat them you experience an explosion of the sea on your tongue. They are, after all, 90% seawater. Image copyright Alessandro Vargiu Archivio. Slow food. Image caption: Professor Greco swaps his laboratory for the kitchen as he cooks jellyfish today. HES enlisted the professional help of restaurant chef Marco Viciola, who confesses HES never cooked jellyfish before. He's going to fry it in a tempura batter made of potato, wheat and rice flours, mixed with sparkling water. No salt, I ask. Zero, he tells me. The jellyfish already has the salty flavor of the sea, so to bring out its flavor I've left the batter neutral. Now man must be the new predator of jellyfish. Silvio Greco, marine biologist. This isn't some perverse chef's challenge, but part of a campaign that Greco is promoting at the Slow Fish Festival. Held every 2 years at Genoa's Porto Antico, the event encourages sustainable fishing and responsible consumption. There are at least 4 times as many jellyfish in the Mediterranean now as there were in 2004, with global climate change, pollution, and overfishing mostly to blame. And the message this cooking demo is sending out is if you can't defeat them, eat them. The sea is full of them and it's a big problem for biodiversity, says Silvio Greco, describing jellyfish's rampant, opportunistic species that immediately take over any empty space in the water. He explains how the spread is devastating marine food chains and ecosystems, and how illegal fishing of natural jellyfish predators like tuna and turtles has left the coast clear for them to multiply. Now man, he concludes, must be the new predator of jellyfish. It's an idea the UN's Food and Agriculture Organization is encouraging too. For years fishermen have been finding the nets increasingly burdened with unwanted jellyfish that they simply throw back into the sea. Silvio Greco hopes this will change and says that sustainability aside, jellyfish is actually good for you, rich in protein and collagen, low in calories, and fat-free. Image copyright Alessandro Vargiu Archivio. Slow food. Image caption: jellyfish is rich in protein and collagen. At Slow Fish I discover the eat it to beat it approach isn't limited to the Mediterranean. There's a Caribbean delegation of fishers, researchers and marine biologists here to pool ideas on how to fight the worst invasive species, the lionfish. They are trying to get it onto menus from Mexico to Honduras, Costa Rica to Barbados. Its tender meat, which apparently tastes like snapper, certainly sounds more appetizing than jellyfish. But the jellyfish cooking demo is, without a doubt, the biggest crowd puller of the entire festival. As the tray of fresh medusa fritta is passed around, eager fingers grab the piping hot morsels. I select my piece. The tempura is exquisite, cracking seductively between my teeth. It expected the jellyfish to be chewy like calamari, but it's squidgier. It might just be because I'm hungry, but I really like it. Find out more from our own correspondent, has insight and analysis from BBC journalists, correspondents and writers from around the world. Listen on iPlayer, get the podcast to listen on the BBC World Service or on Radio 4 on Saturdays at 11:30 BST. A young woman exclaims it's surprisingly nice, while a Taiwanese lady tells me jellyfish is a common antipasto back home and she was curious to see what the Italians would do with it. The man beside me is unimpressed. The batter's nice, but the jellyfish tastes of nothing and it's slippery, he grumbles. I ask a 3-year-old what she thinks. Yummy or yucky yummy, she grins at me, chewing happily. She was probably hungry too. Image copyright Alessandro Vargi Archivio Slow food image caption A curious crowd tries the jellyfish tempura medusa fritter. In Italian Marco Viciola has also made a boiled jellyfish salad with rice vinegar, sesame oil, carrot and cucumber, a traditional recipe a Japanese colleague gave him. Again I'm impressed, although I think jellyfish's neutral taste or lack of taste could lend itself to any decisive flavors. Image copyright Alessandro Vargi Archivio Slow food but Marco sold. For me, it was a new experience and there were a lot of curious people, he enthuses, adding that he now plans to put locally caught jellyfish on his restaurant's summer menu. It's a novelty a chef can offer diners. I think it will become popular. I'm not entirely convinced, but if you never want another seaside holiday to be ruined by coastal jellyfish invasion, perhaps it really is time to stop fretting and start frying. Join the conversation. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat and Twitter.